Hello, and welcome to Stories on Tuesday, and this is part 7 of playing XBlaze Lost Memories. This is the PS3 version of the game, and there's a chance this could be the final part. Things are really coming to a head here. There feels like some stories are finished and we're coming towards like a conclusion. If you missed the previous parts, this is going to be 2 segments. This story segment here, and then the second part where we take control. And they're very, very, very different. We're focusing on her. S. These are like fragments of her memories. And I knew there was another doll. I mentioned in previous parts that S was a failed experiment that worked, but not perfect. She's kind of like an artificial doll. Like she's kind of gained a soul, but she's a failed experiment and he didn't stop trying. So it looks like we're seeing perhaps the final model. Oh, they've been spotted. Oromaru was the one who created her and has kind of been in charge, but she's kind of broken away from his leadership. Again, she's kind of got that soul now, so she's able to think for herself now instead of having to always obey orders.
心からね。今どこにいるんですか？その先の大エレベーターでずーっと地下まで降りたところです。確か地下666メートルだったかな。だいぶ深いですよね。
But they're essentially where Toya was found, and he's under them, underground.
その話？ここまで来れたら教えるので来てくれます？さっきも言いましたが、かがりくんは歓迎しますよ。かがりくんだけはね。僕だけはどういう意味ですか？
Toya is also something called the Grimoire.
差しが悪いな、君は。
Very powerful.
君の横にいる出来の悪いバグった
Oromaru
形
is
式を
not
不
the only
要
one
って
after
こと
him.
ですよ。
So we got Oromaru's team, we got the Mage's team, Toya and S are a team, and that's why I say the obsolete version again, because S failed but worked.
放置して廃棄したかったんですけどね。あの時代錯誤の忌々しい巫女のおかげで。あなたは本当に S のことをそんな風にしか見ていないのか？
Toya and S kind of have a thing for each other.
思い通りに動かない壊れたおもちゃなんて可愛くもなんともないですよ。君の前にいる新型ですがね。旧式の反省を踏まえて僕の命令以外は聞かないようにしてありますから、どうぞご安心を。クリスタルを模した自称機構の開発に成功したおかげで、バグの原因となる構造上の欠陥をスマートに解決できたんですよ。
I speculated in the last part 6, that Oromaru was going to try and use the power of the crystals. And it looks like he's put them in those new dolls, or some equivalent power. Because the mages want one as well. They want the crystals for their own power.
素晴らしい技術でしょ。いい加減にしてくれ。そんな話は聞きたくありません。
Toya's gotta be careful. When he gets his temper,
じゃあ勝手に喋るから気にしないでください。
he can kinda, the Grimoire can kinda leak out of
君
him.
に僕の話が理解できるとは思ってませんしね。というわけで S ニュー、そこの旧式の処分とかがりくんの拘束をお願いします。僕はエンブリオ精錬の準備があるから忙しいんで。
The embryo is kinda like the opposite to the Grimoire.
精錬ってちょっと待ってください。あれなんか雑音が聞こえるな。
So if he's able to do something with the Emperor, refine it, then that's new information. That makes him even more dangerous. Yeah, how are the older model gonna do against the new model?
なんとか逃げ切れたかな。
こちらの位置を特定されています。すぐに追いつかれるでしょう。
この前みたいに魔導書が使えれば。
Every time he uses it, whether accident or on purpose, it seems to get him further away from like being human, you know?
私が戦います。どうやは先へ進んでください。
でも
どうや、私は今までに多くのユニオンを殲滅してきました。
急にどうしたの？
聞いてください。ユニオンを拘束し、必要であれば殲滅する。少し前まではそのことに何の疑問も持っていませんでした。
She didn't have free will back then, you see.
S、どうして今そんな話を？
気がついたからです。一度失われてしまえば二度と戻らない、代わりのないもの。戦うことで永遠に失われてしまうかもしれないもの。それが今私の目の前に確かに存在するということ。過去の私が多くのそれを奪ってきたという事実に。どうや、私は償いきれない多くの罪を背負っています。
See, we didn't know much about her past.
私はあなたを守りたいのです。
Alive, being turned on, and then we saw her
僕も
meeting Toya. There's a whole gap in between that we don't know about.
だから先へ進んでください。
I mean, we assume this, but she makes it sound like the numbers are really high.
どうや、
Which kind of makes this whole union thing seem like a bit of a problem for this
でも
part of the world.
必ず追ってきてくれ。
I thought she was going to talk about
約
like
束は守り
her
ます。
experience. She's fought so many unions, she's got all this more experience that she actually stands a chance of winning.
対象を同一体と認識。いいえ、私とあなたは違います。でも対象の戦闘パターンを
I
タ
wonder
イ
if
プ1と判定。
in the second segment
トレース
we
可能
got
です。
two characters. Our character
まさか
Helen and
私
Nobody.
の戦闘データを
Damn.
排除を
They
実
have
行
her
します。
data, so experience counts for nothing. But they're called
ごめん
SN.
なさい、トウヤ。
I'm wondering if the
少し
N
遅れてしまいそ
might
う
be
です。
Nobody. I don't know, I've got so many speculations and ideas what Nobody is.
なんとか倒すことができました。
Shame we didn't get to see
で
it.
すが、こちらも相当のダメージを受けてしまいました。これ以上の戦闘はもう。
でも必ず追ってきてくれ。
いいえ、どうやと約束しました。
Yeah, you don't necessarily have to fight, just
つかなければ。
go.
どうや、私は必ず追いつきます。あれが が地下へ続くエレベーター
Music's still
急がな
good
けれ
though.
ば対象認識
Uh
攻撃開始
oh. More.
攻撃開始攻撃開始
Do you think she can defeat them, or is she going to try and get behind them and into the elevator before they can attack?
あの子は一人ではなかったのですね
See, the grammar here's been a little awkward.
でも私には約束
It
があ
made
り
it
ま
sound
す
like she defeated many
Saki.
robots. Now she's talking about that one she defeated as one. What's happening here? Has someone come to join the fight?
こらクオン考えなしに突っ込むんじゃ
Yeah,
ない
they have. Go on.
何言ってるのよ、メイ。
Hey.
考えてる
caught up.
暇なんてないでしょ。
二人
They
とも
were
無
outside
事だったのですね
dealing with a mage,
危なか
one
った
of
わ
the top
ね。
10.
何なんだこいつらは S の妹か何かか
Satoya and S used that distraction to get in here.
注意してください
They beat
私たち
one
の
of the
戦
top
闘データを
mages.
トレースして的確な攻撃をしてきますなんとも厄介な相手だな
S、トウヤは先へ行ってしまったの。
はいトウヤは先へ向かいました精錬を止めるためにそれが違ったんだ S カガリはここへ来てはいけなかった
エンブリオを精錬するために魔導書がトウヤが必要だったのよ。
Ah, they tricked him.
カガリが宇野丸のところに着いたら何が起きるか想像もつかん
It kind of even sounded like
ここは
the
私たちに任せて
grimoire
先へ行って
was needed for control or destroying, but it looks like they needed it to
視界不良
to refine the emperor.
開始します
Huh.
今だ行け了解
But because of the nature of this game,
待
we're
って
not
いて
going
く
to
ださいト
see
ウヤ
this fight. We're not going to have any quick
必
time
ずあな
events.
たを守ります
And all of the stories on Tuesday games, that's always been the complaints. Like, there's been a fight mentioned, and I really wanted to see it. More dolls. Oh, she made it.
あれはヒナタそれにゼクスは一体何を想定外の事態が多
Because
す
of
ぎて
just S's memories, we have no
状況が把握でき
idea
ません
how some things ended up here. Of course, it's only seen from S's point of view.
S 来てくれたのか
トウヤしっかりしてください何があったのですか
ヒナタがエンブリオだったんだ
Hinata.
ヒナタ
No
が
wonder they kept targeting her.
ああヒナタがゼックスに殺される宇野丸さんも殺された頼む
Sex wants it for
ヒナタ
like ultimate power, whereas Unomaru wanted to create a world
ヒナ
that
タは
he, in
必ず
his
助けます
own image or something like that.
トウヤ少し休んでいてください
頼む
So again, we didn't get to see that Unomaru fight or what happened to him, because this is a story told from S's point of view.
ゼックスヒナタから離れてください
I never thought
人形か
Hinata was the embryo.
私の
Everyone
邪魔を
always
す
talked
るつ
about
も
it
りなら
like
ば
it was just like someone else
お
already
前
had
も
it.
破壊する
This was a real twist in the story.
10世とはいえ信じられませんなぜ生身の人間に
He's
こ
not
れほど
human,
ま
it's
で
a
に凄
union.
まじい力が
Union between human.
歪曲事象の因果そして草薙の力
I did
私
speculate
は
that
私の
maybe
望む世界のた
the
め
Union
エンブ
was
リオを
actually in
破
control
壊
of
し
him
なけ
or
れ
in
ばなら
control
ぬ
of someone.
邪魔をするのであれば 排除するだけだ。
The Union seemed to have some basic control of people, but it was made to sound like that the mages had control over the Union and took their
無
power.
茶をしないでください。
エンブリオの破壊。これによって教会は永久に解放される。
Music's pretty epic,
日
isn't
向
it?
から離れろ。
世界は魔素に満たさ
Ooh,
れ、
gun swords.
すべての
How very
魂は
squad.
溶け合うだろう。
やめろ。
Cool looking art as well, actually.
貫け、草薙。
やめろ。
He's trying to trigger the grimoire. Extreme emotional stress seems to be the trigger. But Toya has been showing some signs of control of it. So is he about to go kind of Super Saiyan or?
日向
Maybe not.
日向が教会に。
そんな。
Is nobody Hinata?
日向待ってて。今助け
Ah, so many questions.
どうや危険です。
止めないでくれ。僕は日向を。
It also feels like a trap, not just dangerous. He's doing exactly what they want him to do.
かがりとうや、お前の魂も魔素へと返そう。投げ、草薙。
返事をしてください。
邪魔だ、人形。
Now what's going to happen? If Toya dies, does the grimoire just come out?
うなれ、草薙。
Oh? This is Kuon and May. Did they succeed? Because Kuon's his sister. Yeah, they did.
私たちを忘れてもらっちゃ困るわね。
危ないところだったな、エス。クオン、メイ。
Thing is, we don't really know much about him. Story focuses on S, and because of S, Unamaru.
それほど疲労した状
Sex
態で
we already saw
何が
like
でき
3
る。
times in the whole 6 or 7 hours we've played of this so far. So
悔
he's
し
a
い。
little bit of an
立
enigma.
っているのもやっとだ。
諦めないで。ゼクス。ここで絶対に倒さなきゃ。
相変わらず前向きなやつだ。いいだろう。地獄まで付き合ってやる。
I wonder when they got Hinata.
メイ。
負け、
I
草
think in
薙。
part 6, Hinata was in the house where we were.
クオン、危ない。
So much for the help. Just shows how overwhelmingly strong he is.
たわいもない、人形。次はお前だ。
For some of these anime story games, there's an actual anime release of it, so you do get to watch it. I think like there's a BlazBlue anime, I think, that showed story and action. And I think there's been like Steins Gate, Chaos Head, Robotic Notes. Yes, you can play the game, but you can also watch it happen. I wonder if there was such a thing like this. Yeah, she's in trouble now. She doesn't seem to have any like magical abilities.
お前が死を恐れるとは。人形。いや、不完全なものよ。教会へ落ち、マソへと帰れ。
Wonder if S and Hinata become nobody. I think in part 5 we had some hints that there was some time travel power. But that wasn't really explained particularly well. The thing is, all this really strong emotions having an effect on Helen, our character, and our time. Well, that's in the memory already. That's quick. So yeah, it's it feels incomplete, but this has been told from S's point of view. If she's now offline in the ether, or safer, or cipher, whatever it's called, then as far as we know, that is it. What's gonna happen now? Because we're trying to find Helen's sister, and now we've got S's storyline. We've got two conclusions yet to happen.
ちょっと今の記憶はきつかったけど。S どうなるんだろうね。あの中に落ちた S は大丈夫なのかな。
What I thought was something like the boundary.
みんなそれにひなたも。
See, I didn't guess it either.
エンブリオがひなただったとはね。ゼックスの目的は最初からエンブリオだった。宇野丸の計画すらその目的のために利用された
Helen
の
is
か。
from a different time period to this.
鍵
I'm
であるエン
guessing
ブリオを使って
20 to 40 years
教
in the
会の門
future.
を開く。
And
そこ
in
までは
Helen's story, there was
宇
no
野丸
mention
の
of
計画通
unions.
りだった。
So it's really
ゼックスは
like
エンブリオ
how
を
you
破
link
壊することで
two time periods
自
together
称
is
監
really
視による
interesting.
状況のリセットを防ぎ、
By completing this
教
story,
会か
does
ら
that
溢れ出す
destroy
無
the
限の
unions?
魔と世界中に満たそうとした。
Because again, she's saying that this is what could happen.
どうしてあそこまでして
Did it actually
世
happen in
界
her
を変えよ
world?
うと思ったのかしら。でも今私がこうしているってことは
There we
や
go.
っぱりそれも
It
失
failed.
敗したってことなのよ
She's here.
ね。それにそこまでの大事件が起きたら歴史に疎い私でもさすがに知ってるはずよ。だからきっと S もみんなも助かるはず。みんな助けてあげたいよね。
But remember, there's time travel part.
私たちが見たものは
So
過去
does
の
the
物
future
語、
affect the past?
当の昔に起きてしまったことなのよね。起きた過去は変えられない。
They're saying long time ago. I didn't feel
続
like
き
it.
が気になる？別にそういうわけじゃん。とにかく先へ進むわよ。行こう。
Off to get Helen's sister. That's the reason why we're down here. So now I'm in control. Ah, critters, talk. Well, that's ominous. We'll get a trophy when we found all the memories. So when there's a branching path, I always try and go left if I can. So then next time I can just go right. There will be a trophy when we get to the memories. But those little animals don't seem to have a trophy for them. So you do want to have a look. I'm sure they're relevant somehow. Aha, memory.
いい調子で記憶のかけらが集まってるね。次はどんな記憶が見れるのかな。S は教会に落ちた。そしてエンブリオであるヒナタも。教会は無尽蔵の魔素で満たされている。そんなところに入ったら普通は二人とも助からない。ひなたも S も二人とも心配だわ。
Was that reaction nobody? Is it because we usually show concern for someone else?
何？どうしたの？君、今なんて言ったの？何よ、あんたが人の話聞いてるなんて珍しいわね。聞いてるよ、いつも全力で聞いてるよ。そんなわけないじゃない。あんたいつもって、そんなのどうでもいいの。君は今なんて言ったの？え？教会が魔素で満たされてるって。じゃなくて、その次。二人が心配って言ったよね。何よ、悪い？これだけ記憶を見て、あの子の感情に同化してきたんだから、当然心配になるでしょ？すごいすごいよ。今日はお祝いだ。わざーい。何よ、何なのよ。だって君が妹ちゃん以外の人を心配してるんだよ。もう本当に嬉しい。
Character growth, I suppose.
本当に嬉しいよ。
True, the only other emotion we've really shown is frustration at nobody.
そんな大げさすぎるのよ。大げさじゃないよ、すごいことだよ。だってあの君がだよ。
You of all
妹
people.
ちゃん以外に興味がないとか、友達もいらないとか言ってた君が。
That is a good impression.
これで君は元の世界に戻っても幸せになれるね。は？なんであんたがそんなに喜ぶのよ。だって友達が幸せになるんだよ。これ以上に嬉しいことはないよ。よーし、早速お祝いしよう。そんなことしてる暇ないわよ。どうやってお祝いしようかな。あ、そうだ、プリン。一緒にプリン
Oh,
食
yes,
べ
of
よう
course.
か。
Nobody loves
プリン
pudding.
って簡単なお祝いね。というか、お祝いする前にまずは妹のところに行ってここから出たいんだけど。早くプリン買いに行かなきゃね。
It's not often you see the word chortle. Alright, so we got that one. How many more of these are going to be? That red portal will take us to the drop. So we haven't had the trophy pop up. There we got all the memories. So let us go right next time. We only get the cardinal directions, so there's no diagonal. There's the critter. Do a right. Let's do middle then right. This exploration part has never been tricky. The game very much just wants you to experience the story. I mean, the most difficult part has been the quiz that we have to do. Oh, there's another one. Yeah, there's not always something to watch. Oh, more down. Nothing left. Next left, here we go.
これで下の階層には行けるわね。
What?
いきなり大きな声出さないでよ。何？どうしたの？君はさ、現実世界に戻ったら何するの？はあ？そんなの決まってるでしょ？今まで通り妹を守りながら暮らしていくわよ。あ、でも。
But? Hmm? Do something nice for yourself?
その、ほら、なんていうか、その、何？あんたも一緒に来ない？
Yes, where we go.
だってほら、あんたプールに行きたいとかプリンが食べたいとか言ってたじゃない？だからその嫌なら別にいいんだけど。行きたい。プリン。
She wants to. I'm just wondering if she can.
連れてってくれるの？ねえ。
Not saying this is a prison,
帰ったらよ。帰ったら。
but does it act like a
現実
prison?
世
Like
界
she
に戻っ
can't
た
get
ら
out?
いくらでも連れてくし食べさせるから早くあの子のところに行くわよ。よーし頑張ろう。
I was waiting for that trophy to pop. The shape, is that like legs or something like that? Yeah, I'm just wondering if this maze is actually shaped like something. So we'll go to the right side. Trophy hasn't popped, which means there's still one more memory to find. My guess is we could probably go to the next level without it, because they keep saying we can. But perhaps we're not getting the full story. Aha.
これで全部かしらね。全部集めたんだね。すごい。もう見当たりそうにないからそうかな。じゃあ先へ進もう。妹ちゃんが待ってるよ。はいはい、とっとと行きましょう。
There we go. Well, I've only found one animal. There's been like 3 or 4 of them on a stage. The trophy didn't pop. Perhaps there's no trophy for doing it on this floor. Yeah, I'm expecting like another one. It's just this guy here. There's nowhere else to go. But it is weird that there's been no trophy pop. I'm a little wondering if something's up. Like if there's one more somewhere. Yeah, we still got that red portal that takes us to where we need to go to take the leap. Perhaps there's one there as well. Oh yes, quiz time.
まあいいとおなじみリドルの時間だよ。
So far we're doing pretty well. We kind of struggled the first two parts and then done well.
例によって答
Since
えないと進めないよ。
most of the time it's like 3 questions
連
about
続で正
what
解するの
happened
がある
and one
間違
funny
え
one
た
or
ら
generic
失
one
格。そこ
or
で終了。
riddle.
失敗しても何度でも挑戦できます。
But every now and then there's one of these where it's like 3
一回で終
riddly
わらせてや
silly
るわ。
ones and then one
第
about
1
the
問
story.
難しい。トウヤと S が出会った時、彼女が倒したユニオンのフェーズはいくつだった？
Oof, that is a tough one. I don't know, 5?
残念。ヒントは不吉な数字。残念。
4. Okay.
正解がなかったので商品はなしです。お疲れ様。これでリドルは終わりだよ。もう一回挑戦する？
Of course.
よーし、じゃあもう一回いくよ。
God, remember that's
はい。
in terms of
楽しいリドル
gameplay
の時間
like 7
がやって
hours
きたよ。
ago. It's all the way in part 1.
連続で正解するのがルール。間違えたら失格。そこで終了。失敗しても何度でも挑戦できます。いきま
Alright.
ーす。第1問。難しい。トウヤと S が出会った時、彼女が倒したユニオンのフェーズはいくつだった？
Well, we know it's 4. Because of the golf.
正解。はい次。第2問。前に見た記憶でヒナタを誘拐した凶悪なユニオンの名前は？
I think it's Ripper. No. Wait, yeah, Ripper. That's like 2 memories ago, it feels like.
ストレンジレッド。第3問。10世ゼクスが使っていた8本の剣、その名前で正しいものはどれ？
Oh, it begins with K. There we go. Kusanagi.
正解。正式には次元宝剣草薙だ。第4問。
Alright, what's this one gonna
直
be?
球勝負。S が好きな人は誰？
Yeah, this is easy.
大正解。全問正解おめでとう。商品はすべて君のものだ。それじゃあ終わり。
Okay. I think that means Hinata's story's finished. So yeah, this is the cave. So it looks like this one's going to be a little bit shorter than the previous part. I thought part 7 might be it because the story was coming to a conclusion. And in some respects it has, but we're still going. So what we'll do is we will jump, have the little video sequence, and I'll pause it as soon as we land. Yeah.
さてと、それじゃあ行きましょう。次の記憶 S はどうなるのかしらね。私、君と出会えて本当に
Oh,
よか
that's
った。
ominous.
いろんなことを一緒に体験して、たくさんおしゃべりできて、とっても楽しかった。
It sounds like this is it.
ちょっと待って。何よ突然。どうしたのよ。あんたらしくないじゃない。友達になってくれてありがとう。本当にありがとう。ちょっと待って。 あんた本当にどうしたのよ。いきなり何を言い出すわけ？次の記憶が最後なんだ。え？君はさ、初めて会った頃は自分と妹ちゃん以外の人と関わること無駄なんて言ってたよね。でも S の記憶を見ていく中で、君は他の人に興味を持って気持ちを理解して心配までするようになったよね。私ね、すっごく嬉しかった。君が S のことを心から思ってくれるようになって。きっとあの子も救われたと思うよ。ねえ、ちょっと待ってよ。どういうこと？
Yeah.
最
What's
後って
happening here?
あんた。さあ行こうよ。なんなのよ。
That's such a weird thing to say and not explain. Because we're all thinking the worst now, aren't we? So yeah, I'm gonna save it now.
これが教会。
So this is the boundary. Oh, each one of these videos has been one of these flaws. I'm not going to change that. But what I can do for myself is play the next part straight afterwards. So I can get the end of the story. Unfortunately for you guys, you're going to have to wait one more week. It's bound to be the end, isn't it? So, apologies, but just one more week. Because you don't know how long it's going to be. I've only got so much recording space on the memory and the backup's nearly full. I'm going to have to do another part, but really don't know what's happening. Because, you know, how has S survived? Will Helen survive? Who saw Helen being the embryo? And then, of course, what's up with nobody? Let's hope we get some of these answers in the next part. If you're interested in this video without any of my commentary, like just the video, full volume, go to Ko-fi, because we got a subscription tier for you. This video, as well as all the others in the Stories on Tuesday series across all the games, are there. Full volume, none of my commentary, as a subscription tier. But of course, maybe I'll see you back on YouTube, because as well as this daily playlist, we've got others, we've got YouTube Shorts, we've got live streams as well. So maybe I will see you over at Ko-fi or on YouTube. But please, come back for the final part. I'm sure it's the final part. So until then, or wherever, whenever I see you again, please, take care.